in this game, okay? Not at all. Like, seriously, I know some people would disagree with me on that fact, but I'm gonna name this video, Who Needs the Joker? Seriously, who needs the Joker? Like, who needs the freaking Joker when you've got, like, the Court of Owls, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that, and even if I was to understand that, I don't think I still would understand that, just because there's no point of having the Joker in a game that revolves around a different protagonist of villains, and something that you can't really involve anyways. Even if you were to play the game and feel like you want Joker in there, there's no point. There's just no point, because you're not playing it for the Joker, you're not playing it for Batman, you're playing it for the Court of Owls, mostly. Because they're the villains that you want to go up against, right? They're the villains that you want to see in the game mostly, more than the Joker and a lot of other thugs, like side thugs like Professor Pig and Man-Bat and Scarecrow and Calendar Man and all of them, Ratman, just all of them, just absolutely every single one of them, just revolving around the whole kind of protagonist lineup that you're hoping for. If you don't hope for it, I'm not tolerating, I'm not one to butter your biscuit in a corner. I will say what I think. I'm kind of disagreeing with you here, because the thing is that I'm just gonna be straight out with you guys. I don't even understand why, like, you're sitting on your ass right now thinking about this topic when you could be thinking about it and letting and sharing it with other people, you know? I seriously just think that is one of the mainstream topics that I do want to revolve around and that I do want to talk about. You know, because if I wasn't to talk about this, I would feel like it's a wasteful situation, and then I think, you know, like Bruce Wayne, Batman, you know, like pretty much a dope suspect for the eternity of Batman Arkham games. And that's what I think is really cool about that, is that, you know, we're finally here, we're finally doing it, we're finally getting a brand new Batman Arkham game, hopefully, next year or like quite early, yeah, quite early next year or late next year, I don't know. Hopefully not 2021. I said that with my first video back in 2018. I said I hope that we don't get the Batman Arkham game in 2020. But now it looks like we're edging towards 2020, so I'll have my next video up about that, and it will be named, so, Batman Arkham 2020. You know, like, because I feel like that's what we're kind of covering right now. It's not even like we're covering the 2019 officials originals of Arkham. We're covering a 2020 game that hasn't even been released yet, and we don't even know exists. We're just covering it just because we hope it exists. You know, like, a lot of this is speculation. A lot of this isn't even true, so there may not even be a Batman Arkham game. And yeah, again, I'm not one to sit in the corner and say nothing about it. I share my opinions, and I think that my opinion is that the Joker just wouldn't be the right fit for this game. Going on to my third topic for the video, and this is the very end of the topics for this video anyways, is actually the drivable kind of, you know, like, way to get places. Like, in Arkham City, it was by foot. In Arkham Asylum, it was by foot. In Arkham Knight, it's by Batmobile. And in Arkham Origins, it's by Batwing. Yes, pretty much. That is the conclusion. And also Batman Arkham VR as well. That's by Batwing as well. Now, I do just want to come out here and just say that, you know, the Batman Arkham series and stuff, it is a very fun-filling kind of game series that you wouldn't really expect to be honored with and playing all at the same time, right? You would kind of just expect this to be like a game that you would play on your weekends, but these series are really attaching, and I think that's because they have their way of traveling. They have their way of getting places, and I think that is a very good mosaic in this kind of experiences. What I'm trying to say here is that Batman Arkham is just one of the games that you would hope to see on your weekends, you know? Like, it's not one of them games that you would see, it's one of them games that you would hope to see. And I think that is a very, very interesting task. Now let me talk about why. The Batmobile in this game is a very fun way to get around. I just don't like all the Cobra tanks attacking me because, you know, it's not very fun when you've got a load of Cobra tanks to deal with. And most of the missions in Arkham Knight are basically Cobra tanks, and I feel like that's why a lot of people do not like this game. That's why a lot of people do not seriously even, like, you know, intake on this game. I just think that my personality involved with this, I wish that there were no Cobra tanks in this in the first place, and they would, like, add one in the beginning, add one at the end, and that's it. But, you know, there's like a whole freaking mission for Cobra tanks in this game. Hang on, I'll see if I can find it. Here it is. So there's one there, and I think there was two more. One there, which this involves Cobra tanks coming at you. There was another one. There's one in here, and then there is a few in here, I think. Which again is pretty annoying because you don't want Cobra tanks attacking you all the time. So I think what would be a nice touch to the Batman Arkham series is the Batwing. I really do think that the Batwing would be such a good kind of addition to the Batman Arkham series. And yes, we've driven it in Arkham Asylum, and yes, we've driven it in Batman Arkham VR. But you don't actually really get to drive it. You don't really get to experience the Batwing. In Batman Arkham VR, it goes to a black screen. So you don't even get to experience a single drop of what the Batwing has in store for us. In Batman Arkham Asylum, again, it goes to a black screen. So, in this game, I feel like the Batwing, to drive it anyways, would be a very, very good addition to the collection anyways. I think that they would be making a mistake not to put the Batwing in here, because if they was to put the Batwing in here, I would particularly really enjoy myself with the Batwing, because you've got no worries unless they put like planes in the sky that you've got to avoid and stuff. I know there's blimps in the sky, but that wouldn't be a problem. Driving the Batwing over to your next destination would be so awesome, not just because Batman in general can like ride the Batwing and you can go to your next missions and you can actually steer the Batwing and stuff around in the sky, and you can actually be up there in the sky. I think that would be a really cool element. But not only just that, but I think it would get you places quicker as well. And I think that, again, Warner Brothers Montreal would just be making a mistake if they don't do that, because I feel like that's one of the things that have been wanted in the Batman Arkham series for a long time, to finally freaking drive the Batwing. I think that is one of the most wanted things in one of the Arkham games of all time. When they've done that, it will probably end up being the Batbike next, but I seriously hope for the Batwing, and I hope you can drive it. I'm not even being saying this just because. I'm saying this because I really hope so. I really hope that we will finally get the Batwing in the next Batman Arkham game. I seriously hope it. And if we don't, that's okay, because we may have a lot of Batman or other Arkham games on our hands. But yes, I seriously do hope that that is the case and that that's true. And I really hope it. Thank you guys for watching. Peace out.